PK52, the Saturday morning meeting, as we move into January and we start a new year. We break down our successes and failures based upon weeks and months and usually the calendar year. How did you finish up 23? How are you going to finish at 24? And what are you planning for 25? So right now, we're in the beginning of 2024. There are several products in the Toyota lineup right now that are going to cause a giant stir. For everybody watching this right now, you should have put together a video, a base video on the new Tacoma. And that video should already be sent out to your whole client base. If you're new in the car business, that video that you produce should be sent out to every single customer that services a vehicle in your dealership. It doesn't matter if they're driving a Corolla or an Avalon or a Sienna minivan. There's a lot of families that could really utilize a truck. And so that might be a second purchase, or they may use that as their primary. Immediately after this, I would say right in the month of March, as March starts creeping in, then you need a secondary video to introduce the all-new Trailhunter and the new TRD Pro, which will be a release after the initial release of the Tacoma pickup. Along with that, you should be preparing and writing and getting your pictures together and your videos together online to be able to introduce or to reintroduce the Land Cruiser. And once you've done that and sent that out to all the people, you're creating passion for the product. Not Toyota's national advertising, not your dealer's local advertising, not the dealership showroom. You're creating passion for the product based upon your effort. And then the 4Runner comes out. There's a lot of people that have never sat in a new Sequoia. A lot of people still don't know what the Toyota Crown is. And so this is where you start marketing yourself. In honesty, you can show up at a dealership with a great attitude. If it's a very well-run store, then you can make a salary and make a good living for you and your family. However, if you begin each day working your base and fishing, it's a fishing expedition. There's somebody out there that's ready for a new vehicle, a pre-owned vehicle or a certified vehicle. I don't know who they are, but when I cast my net out and I advertise myself and my services, then my yield becomes bigger. And so I'm challenging everybody for this year, 2024, to go out, to produce some videos, and to go out there and let people know exactly what product that you support, but better yet, why you would be the right person to do business with. And remember, there's a lot of interest rate increases right now. Payments have gone up, and it's going to be an interesting decision for a customer to stay in the car they have right now or to pay a higher payment because of rates and the value and cost of vehicles right now. In my past, people would come in trying to get the best overall deal. And you know what? Sometimes the best overall deal is not the least expensive car. The LE Camry is a staple. I mean, you'll see them going down the highway and go, what year is that? That is still on the road. It's unbelievable. The car has adequate equipment in there. It's got everything that you need for transportation. And people say, well, if I buy that LE car, then the payment's lower because the overall price point's lower. And that is true. However, that's a giant build for Toyota. We build more LEs than we build XSEs. So if I happen to step up and buy an XSE, then what happens is I'm paying more money up front for the vehicle, but my yield at the end when I'm ready to trade or sell that vehicle is going to be higher based upon the original selling price because it was built in a smaller number of vehicles and there's more creature comforts and performance features built into that car. So it's crazy. When you buy something for 30, 40, 50, or 60,000, you're not spending 60,000 on the vehicle because there's value at trade-in time or value at sell time. Even if you total the car, the insurance company is going to give you a market value for that car that's been totaled. So it's not the full 60,000 you're paying for the car. It's the 60,000 minus the value of the vehicle at trade. And remember, sometimes by going up a grade, you can end up driving the vehicle of your dreams at the same or maybe a better cost than something that's built in a greater number. It's also affected by brand. If there's a brand out there that doesn't have the reliability or dependability record that another brand has, then the value is going to drop. If there's something that's built into the millions where they make so many of these in their fleet vehicles and they go through the rental car system, then the value at the end is going to be less. There's a lot of decisions that really need to be made when you're purchasing a vehicle, and that's why working that day and working for the customer and becoming a consultant instead of having a job, building yourself a career, changes everything in the car business. PK52, the Saturday morning meeting.